In this next very important step, I'm going to show you step by step how to tie your domain name to your hosting account. And for this to work, you need to go to GoDaddy.com or wherever you have registered your domain. For this example, we are using GoDaddy.com. So what you need to do now is go right on over to your hosting account and actually get some information from them first before you go to GoDaddy. So what you want to do here is go to your hosting account and ask for your name servers or DNS information. Typically, you will find this in the frequently asked questions section. You might find this in the back end of your hosting account when you log in using the username and password that you set up. And if you can't find it and you have selected HostGator or Bluehost, they have 24-hour support. Other hosting companies might be able to help you out pretty fast as well. So you just need to get in touch with them and find out what it is, what the name servers are. They're always going to look like this. It's going to start with NS, and there's always going to be two of them. They may not all say NS1 and NS2. One might say NS and then have several numbers. Another one might say NS then have several other numbers as well. But you're always going to have two of them. So for this example, I have chosen Bluehost for my hosting account. So these are going to be my name servers because those are true Bluehost name servers. Now these for a HostGator are more than likely are going to be different. And so you need to make sure you know what your name servers are or this step will not work. But this step is vital to getting your website live. So what you need to do now is go right on over to GoDaddy.com, log into your account, go to domains and select my domains. And if you have multiple domain names, you just need to scroll down till you find the domain that you're working from. Otherwise, if it's your first domain, it should be right at the top. And they do alphabetize it if that makes it easier on you. So I'm going to just go to the domain name I want to choose, put the checkbox in there, select name servers, and then what I'm going to do is by default they will say I host my domain with another provider. Make sure that is checked, and then you're going to put in the name servers that you are going to be using. And just type in NS1 or whatever the name server information is. And it doesn't matter if you type it in lowercase or uppercase, it will change it accordingly. Then you choose OK. And it says your changes have been submitted. So go ahead and select OK. And your name servers are actually all completed now. So what you're going to do next is go right on over to the next section, next step of this process. And that's to go right on over to your hosting company. So you can either go to HostGator or Bluehost, whoever you've set up an account with. And if you're with HostGator, typically it's going to be the domain name you set up /cpanel. If you're with Bluehost, you'll just go to the front end and sign in, which that's the example I'm giving you here. So I'm just going to log in to my Bluehost account here. It'll take just a moment. And both HostGator and Bluehost use what's called cPanel, which makes life much easier on the back end when you're trying to do things. You don't need to know what everything means back here, but for the most part, there's just a few main areas you want to understand, and that's just what we're going to cover here. You want to go to domains because you now need to tie the domain name to your hosting account. And if you were using HostGator, you may not need to do this step. It depends on how the hosting company does it. But you need to make sure that you get the right name servers with your domain. So I go to domains, choose add-on domains, and select add-on domains. Now you're going to choose the domain that may not be associated with your account yet. Just type in that information. If you set up your name servers correctly, it's going to tell you the name servers were verified. So you're just going to make sure add-on domain is chosen. Scroll down to where it says create new directory. And it's always going to make the main domain a subdomain. And that's okay. So choose add domain. In this step, it's now time for you to become an affiliate for Amazon.com so you can start promoting the physical products that are very popular for good profits. So you need to go to Amazon.com, Amazon.com, and I recommend that you scroll clear to the bottom of the page, so Amazon.com, and scroll all the way down. So Amazon.com, scroll all the way down to where you see Make Money with Us, and then you want to click on Join Associates. Join Associates. And what you'll see on this page is basically kind of a tour of the Amazon affiliate program. It talks about kind of what the program offers you. Just kind of gives you some really good ideas as far as different ways you could promote things. So what you need to do when you first get there is click on Join Now for free, and then just put in your email address, and then put that you're a new customer, or if you are an existing customer you could put that in, and then go on and sign in there as well. So that's how you would sign in, or you can just log in once you become an affiliate here. So this is kind of an example account here. Okay, so I'm logged in here to the Amazon.com account. This is what your brand new account would look like. So what you see here is, just some different, a very nice, clean, simple layout within Amazon. So you just need to make sure you go to Join Associates to become an affiliate for Amazon.com. So what you want to do then is, at this point you should have settled on what product it is that you're going to promote. So we're going to come back to our Amazon affiliate site and actually go in here, and I'm going to show you how to set up your links when we're ready for that process. But first we need to go actually to a next step, which is to grab our domain name and then actually get our hosting account set up so that we can actually start moving forward with setting up a mini website for this campaign, and then also work from there on just promoting and getting more traffic and getting as much traffic as possible for the specific products that we have decided to promote and push out there to the market. By default, WordPress gives you a basic theme here. So I'm going to show you how to go about changing that theme so it looks a little more professional, and so it actually sets you apart from some of the other websites out there. So what you want to do is come right over here to log into your dashboard, and you just want to choose Appearance. You just want to choose Appearance from the left hand side. You want to come down and choose Add New Themes. Add New Themes. And what I recommend you do is that I usually go by colors: black, blue, those tend to be professional looking. You could also choose silver, and then actually just do a quick search here for themes that match that color. So go ahead and just choose Find Themes, and you're going to find here some possible themes to consider. So if you see a theme that you might like, just simply choose Preview, and if that theme looks pretty good to you, just go ahead and come over here and choose that little X, and then you can actually just come right up here and choose Install, and then go ahead and select Install Now, and now you can come right back to your website, refresh it, or actually choose Activate. I apologize. After you install it, go ahead and choose Activate, and then come over to your website. So after you've activated it, then come over to your website, and you'll notice it completely changes the look and feel of your site. Now you can go back and do this, for several different, color options. You could do searches for 1 or 2 column sites over here. It's really going to be up to you. 2 column sites are usually what you want to go with because it gives you some good options as well to go with. So then just look for, I'm just going to look for another one that looks pretty clean and that looks like it'll work. Here's one that looks well. If I go ahead and choose Preview, that theme comes out nicely. So you can go ahead and then just choose Install. Click Install Now. And if you do want to activate that theme, just click Activate right here. And then come right over here and refresh your website. And notice how that changed the look and feel one more time. And if you want to go back to change the theme in the future, just go under Appearance and Themes, and then actually just click on Activate, and it would reactivate the theme. And you can always come in and change the theme, but I recommend that you spend a little bit of time, but don't spend piles of time on this process. Notice how it just took me just a few minutes to actually find a few really good themes. But you don't want to spend all your time on this step, just because it can get you caught up and the most important part is that you're focusing on making money with this system. So we're going to go on to the next step, which will be some ways you can use to actually start cashing in more with this system. Some major hosting companies like Bluehost are now starting to use a service called Simple Scripts to install your WordPress website. Now for this video, if you've already installed it using Fantastico, like we already showed you, which is the most common right now, then you can just skip this video. But if you have not installed it because you could not use Fantastico, then this will show you how to use a service called Simple Scripts. You're going to log into your control panel area just the same, and you're going to scroll down to where it says Software and Services, and you're going to look for something that says Simple Scripts. Simple Scripts, it'll be like a blue logo with two carrots going left and right. And what you're going to choose here is you just want to go up here and you want to just set up your website. You just want to go to Blogs, and you want to go to WordPress, and then you just want to choose Install. And then what you want to do is you want to choose the domain that it's in. So typically it'll be the main one that you've selected. So just plug that in there. Make sure that it's set at www. As far as advanced options go, choose click here to display. It'll say please give your new site a name. So go ahead and call it the name of the product, just like in the last video. Again, this step is something you only need to do if you did not install it in the last step because you did not have Fantastico. As far as your username and password, you want to make sure you put one in that you will remember. Then choose automatically create new database. After you've read the terms and condition of that license, click that. Then simply choose complete. And it's going to take just a moment to install here. It'll tell you even the status as it goes. It's very similar to the other one though. And once it's completed, it will let you log in and access it. Just like with Fantastico. So notice how it installed it just the same. So there you have it. There's the website again using Simple Scripts. So now in the next videos, we're going to go through the process showing you how to set this up, how to set up your WordPress site, how to optimize it so you can actually maximize your earnings potential with this new website venture. For this next video, I'm going to show you step by step how to set up your WordPress website after you've actually done the installation of it. So I'm going to show you how to optimize it using plugins and other ways to make your site search engine friendly so you can maximize the targeted traffic that you receive. This step is extremely important to the overall success of the campaign. So to make this work, you need to go to your main website, so the domain name that you purchased and that you've installed WordPress on, and you'll use /wp-admin, wp-admin. So go ahead and put that into your address bar, or it will be the same link that you actually got after you installed your WordPress website automatically using one of the tools we talked about in the previous videos. So what you're going to do now is just plug in your username and your password that you use to set this up. So that's what I'm going to do here, is just plug in this information. And it'll take just a moment. Okay, and once you're logged in, you can actually go in. It'll first ask you if you want to, change your password, or you could choose no thanks, but you can also do this at a later time. But sometimes, if you decide you want to change your password, this would be a spot to. Otherwise, if you entered it yourself, just choose no thanks and that will be just fine. So what we want to do here is we want to make this website more search engine friendly. So to do this, we need to do a couple of things. The first thing you want to do is you want to set up what's called the permalinks. So on the left hand side here over dashboard, you want to choose settings. Now what you want to choose inside settings here is you're going to notice it's going to tell you blog title, and it's going to tell you the tagline. So that's the first thing you want to take out, is take out that tagline. Make sure that your domain is in here with the www. That's great. Put in your main, an email address that you would check often. Then you can get notified when activity happens. Right here you can choose your time zone. And then right over here in this next step you could choose how you want the date to post. So all these will be just fine, and then hit save changes. The next thing that I would do is come right down here on the left hand side under settings, and you want to look for something called permalinks. Permalinks. Inside permalinks, you want to make sure that custom structure is the option you choose, and you want to set it up so it looks like this. Custom structure, you want to do /% post name %/ That's going to make sure every single one of your posts includes the actual name of the post in your link, so it's going to look very search engine friendly. After you do that, you just want to select Save Changes. Save Changes. Now you would again go right back here to General, and under the blog title, you do want to make sure that it has your main keyword phrase, and then something like blog or review site, or just the name of the product or keyword phrase you're really targeting. So in this case, this is product fit specific. So you really want to use like the name of the product, because that's going to help you maximize that traffic. So Oakley gas can sunglasses, that would be a good one to use. So then come right down here again and choose Save Changes. So now what I'm going to do next is go ahead to the next process, which is to install some domain names so that you can actually make this system work for you. So what I like to do is go right on over and choose, or excuse me, install some plugins. On the left hand side, you want to choose plugins, and you want to select add new. Add new. So here's a few plugins that I recommend that you go ahead and use. The first one is called All-in-One SEO. So you just type into the search term box All-in-One SEO. And then you can go ahead and choose Install. And then what you're going to do now is go ahead and choose Install Now. And it's going to say downloading, and then it says unpacking, then it will say installing the plugin. Usually it's going to go just like this if you're using Bluehost or HostGator. Some of the other hosts that you might be using may make you manually install it, but there are video tutorials that show you how to do that. But this one, as far as Bluehost, HostGator, they're really good about letting you actually automatically install it straight from the domain, or straight from the back end here. Then you want to choose Activate Plugin. So now that that's activated, you want to go down to the Hello Dolly plugin, and I recommend that you just delete that one. And then there's going to be another plugin here called Akismet, or Akismet, depending on how you want to pronounce it. So just choose Activate, but what you need to do here to make this work is you must enter a WordPress.com API key. So in order to do this, you need to actually just click on this, and I like to just open that in a new tab, and they will give you some instructions on how to do that. So you want to come over here and choose Get Your Key. So I'll just open that in a new tab. And this is actually set up to make your blog run much more efficiently. So to grab your key, you do need to just log into your WordPress.com account, and if you are brand new, you can just choose Sign Up, and then they will actually take you through the process. So let me just plug in, kind of a sample here. You could put in your website name if you want. And then choose an email address. And then choose I've read the terms after you've read them. And then you could put just a username. Then choose next. Oh, looks like I'm already using that email. Okay, so I went ahead and plugged in my email address that I'm going to use. So that's what I've done, and then it's going to make me activate my account. So that'll take just a moment. Okay, so I got an email here to activate it. So after that, you just click on that link, And then what you're going to do now is come right back over here, and you need to actually log into your account. So that's what I'm going to do here, is just log into my account. Okay, so this is now set up. So now what you need to do is come up to where it says My Account, choose Global Dashboard. Inside Global Dashboard, you want to choose Profile. Once you're inside Profile, it's going to give you your WordPress.com API key. So you just want to copy this code. Oops, you just want to copy that again. And you want to come right over here to where it says Akismet configuration and paste that in there. And then go ahead and select Update Options. Okay, the options have been saved. So you can close that tab and go ahead and log out of your WordPress.com area. And then go back to where it says Plugins over here on the left hand side. And then the Akismet is going to be activated now. So that plugin is important because it really will eliminate a lot of spam comments that you run into, so it'll make you run this more efficiently. So all-in-one SEO, Akismet, and the other couple plugins that I recommend you use are the following. Just go to Plugins, choose Add New, and then go ahead and choose Social Bookmarker. Okay, so I just did a search for Social Bookmarker, and this plugin here called Social Bookmarks, you can actually click on it to take a look at it. Will be what you want to look for. So it's going to just be called Social Bookmarks. You can just choose Install, and then go ahead and select Install Now. Now what you want to do is go back to where it says Plugins, and you'll see right there where it says it's been set up. And then the other plugin that you want to install is a Twitter type plugin. So just type in Twitter. And you want to go ahead and choose Tweet This as the plugin. So go ahead and type in Tweet This, and that'll be the plugin you want to choose. Then choose Install. And then after that, go ahead and choose Install Now. And then after that, you're going to go over to where it says Settings. And under the Settings area, you'll choose All-in-One SEO. And then after that, you're going to go ahead and log in, or actually go over here to where it says Plugin Status and choose Enabled. And for the home title, you want to put in the main title of your site, which is going to be your main keyword phrase. So Oakley gas can, sunglasses, review, Xbox 360 system, whatever keyword phrase it is you're going for your product. Under description, you want to put in a good sentence or two description. So buy Oakley gas can, sunglasses today and save this holiday or this year. You don't want to say holiday season because that could eliminate you the rest of the year. And then put keywords, go ahead and put those in, which would be your main keyword phrase. And then everything else could stay the same. You could, sometimes what I like to do here is actually take out blog title from post and page title. So then that way it'll just be whatever it is, that you've elected to choose there. Everything else will be just fine. Then choose Update Options. Okay, so that part will be complete. Now you just want to go over, choose Visit the Site. And you can kind of see how it's coming together here. Okay, so that is now how you go ahead and install your plugins. So all-in-one SEO is really an important one that you need, and then the other plugins will really help you as well because it's important to have like your social bookmarking plugins. But the most important ones to really think about would be the all-in-one SEO, and then social bookmarks and tweet this. Those are more optional, but those also will really help you. And then a Keysmat will really make your life much, much easier. So that's how you go about installing plugins, how you go about making your site more search engine friendly, how you set it up so that you can actually maximize your traffic with your WordPress website. So we're going to go on to the next step of the process, which will be going about and selecting a theme for your site so you can actually get the ball rolling. In this video series, I'm going to show you a step-by-step system and strategy for cashing in as an affiliate for physical, everyday type products. We're talking things like TVs, we're talking cameras, we're talking video game systems, video games themselves, very popular items that people buy, that people want. So to do this and to start your research and also to become an affiliate, we're going to use the Amazon.com affiliate program for this example. Now there's a whole variety of additional programs that you could become an affiliate for that this would also work for, but I'm just going to show you this as an example. So what you want to do is go to Amazon.com. So let's just go over to Amazon.com to become an affiliate. So you're just going to go to Amazon.com right now, and what you're going to choose right here is any of these categories right here. So let's just look for something that we know is very popular and that people want to get, and those would be things like, let's say, TVs. People really want good TV systems. So what I would also choose is best sellers. So go to the category that you choose, televisions and video, and then select best sellers up here at the top, best sellers. And this is going to tell you the best sellers under television and video. Now, if you want to see actual televisions and where they rank as far as the most popular televisions themselves, then I would take a look at, obviously you can niche this down and see bestsellers for a variety of topics. So this statistic here is updated, about every hour, and it really gives you some good indication as to the top TVs that people want and that people want to buy. So I find here that the Panasonic Viera X1 series TV is very popular among people, and so you can stand to make, about 4 to 6% commission on televisions, which is really good for this style of, for what Amazon is. Now, Amazon does have a cap on certain higher end electronics, so you might look for other products that maybe don't have a cap, so you might consider digital cameras, for example. You might just look at straight electronics. Those are always popular no matter what the time of year is. And those, in any time you can look at a store like Amazon and they can tell you what the best selling items are, it's a really good indicator to you that that item is extremely popular. So what I'm doing here is just browsing through, and you want to look for things like, for example, here's the Flip Ultra HD camcorder, very popular, Flip mini camcorder. It's one of the top 5 electronics. So this would tell you, maybe I should become an affiliate for this product, because a lot of people want this item, obviously because it's a bestseller, top 5 in electronics on Amazon. You notice here something very interesting too amongst the entire electronics category. You'll notice that in the top 10 here, I've ran across 2 GPS systems, 2 Garmin Nuvi GPS systems nonetheless. So that also would tell you that that's also extremely popular. So you might consider setting up a site selling Garmin Nuvi GPS units. That might be another idea for you. So these are all just some ideas of ways you can cash in. And as I scroll down here, even through the top 20, I come across several Garmin Nuvi systems, and I come across several different versions of the Apple iPod, and I've come across several different digital cameras. So that kind of tells you some good ideas here that the Apple iPod products are very popular. The Kindle within Amazon's popular. That's the electronic reader. Digital cameras are popular, GPS systems. So these all give you some ideas of some potential systems that you could actually start up and that you could actually go with, and some niches and focus areas. So for this example, obviously you can grab any of these as we go through the system. Now, also, alternatively, another site that I want to draw your attention to that not a lot of people know about within Amazon is actually a site called endless.com. So let me just go here real quick. It's endless.com. Now, this website looks totally different than Amazon, but it actually is an Amazon.com property. Now, the reason I'm recommending this product or this website in particular is because Endless.com actually it sells a variety of accessories, things like like um, you know expensive glasses, sunglasses, different items like that. And what's great about Endless.com is, for one, it is an Amazon.com property, but the other reason I like this program is because they pay out at 15% on their affiliate commission. So they will pay out at 15%, whereas these guys are paying out, Amazon, which is still good, will pay out between 4 and 6%. They're going to pay out at 15% for popular items as well. Now, obviously, Endless.com isn't really selling electronics here, but they are selling things like Oakley sunglasses that are extremely huge. And Oakley sunglasses is what we're going to use for our example here as we set this whole system up. So basically, this is, in a nutshell, you can just browse through, look for some items that you know are popular. And that's what we're going to do in the next video, is kind of show you how we do the niche research once we've settled on a direction we want to go. I know that Oakley sunglasses are very popular, so that's going to be kind of what I focus on here as we set this up. And after we do this, then we're going to go about setting up an Amazon.com affiliate account. And the product I am going to promote will be from Endless.com, just because of the commission structure, But obviously the same rules will apply for whether you're promoting an Amazon.com product or a product you found on Endless.com, because they're run through the same affiliate system. So I'm going to show you how to set that up, also how to do the research on the product that you've chosen to promote. After you've set up your website and made your first post, it's now time to promote your offer. And to do that, you're going to use social bookmarking. Social bookmarking is where basically you tell other websites, other people out there about your website. It's kind of a social interaction. But what's very beneficial about social bookmarking is that your social bookmarking pages themselves, like the dig.com post you do, mix.com, the different posts that you do, oftentimes can rank highly in the search engines. So this is a great way to kickstart your campaign. Also, it can benefit you from some of the social bookmarking sites because they will help give you a backlink to your website, which can help make sure your website gets indexed and gets found within the search engines. Now, you've already set up your website so it's search engine friendly, and also if you purchase your domain correctly, and also since you're using WordPress for this example, your site typically will get indexed by Google within about a week or so. But this bookmarking will help expedite that process, speed it up, and it's also going to help you possibly get some more exposure, which in turn leads to more traffic over the course that this is out there. So let's just jump right in here. What you're going to do is, the two main sites I recommend you go to first is dig.com. Now, even though dig.com doesn't necessarily send a direct link to your site that may be found by the search engines, the pages on dig.com still stand out very, very well. So when it's your first time to dig.com, just go to join dig right here, join dig at the top, and then put in your username and password and your other basic information. Otherwise, if you're brand new, you can just, or if you already have an account, you can just log in. So I'm just going to log into an account here that I have. Now what you're going to do is go up here to the top and click on Submit New. Once you do that, it's going to say enter the URL, so you want to grab the link to your site that you're promoting. Now you're going to select news article, since it's just your main website. Go ahead and hit continue. After that, it's going to give you a title possibly. Typically, it will pull from the title that you already have for your site. So in this case, that's the correct one because that's the product title. So your specific, when you're doing your dig, would be the product keyword phrase that you're going after for this example. Now what you're going to do is come right down here and choose the best category. So I'm just going to choose the best category. So let's just look through here real quick. This one, probably people or odd stuff, that'd probably be a good category. Then you'll scroll all the way down here, and where it says, are you human? Just go ahead and put in this data. and then hit submit story. And once it's submitted, you should see a page that looks just like this. Now this page on dig.com that you're looking at right here can get indexed in the search engines, and if you were to click right here, it should take people right on through to your mini website that you are establishing and setting up for this particular example. So there you have it. That does work. That takes people right to the site. So now we'll go right on over to mix.com. Mix.com is very, very good because it also can help you get a backlink and more exposure, and their pages also rank well within Google. So just go to mix.com, choose sign up for this example. Once you selected sign up, you're just going to put in your email, your password, basic information again, and then register. Once you have your account, just click on login. And what I'm going to do here is just log in here, and it'll take just a moment. So what you're going to do is go right up here and choose submit link. You're going to look for something that says submit story, submit link, submit content. All of them will say something similar. So for page URL, you want to grab the link of your website again. So let's just put that in here. And then choose just story and hit continue. Now what you're going to do for title is just make sure that's correct. That should again be your product specific keyword phrase. And for the description, just use a nice descriptive text there. And I'm going to choose, let's see here, probably fun category if they have shopping. Nope. Let's see, life. Let's just look for the best category here. So you just want to narrow down the best category possible that you're trying to look for. Probably go under fun would be a good topic. Fun, and then possibly odd news. And then as far as tags describing your story, I'd recommend you use tags related to your product. So Oakley sunglasses, gas can sunglasses. So all the products, Nintendo Wii Fit, Wii, all those kind of keywords. If that was the product you're going after, Xbox 360, you get the idea, but you want to go after these product specific keyword phrases. Now simply hit submit, and you're almost done here. And actually this will be the page where it's actually going to be completed. So it'll take just a moment. It gives you 15 minutes to go back in about and change this and edit it if you want. So I recommend you click on that just to make sure your link is working, and it appears to be, so everything looks good there. So we can go on to the next one. So that's mix.com for you. So now we'll go on to another set of websites that you can leverage. I recommend here that you go to socialmarker.com, socialmarker.com, and you're going to see on socialmarker.com a whole list of social bookmarking websites. Now, what I would do if I were you is just choose like best option, and then go ahead and just submit to these top social bookmarking websites that show up. And then after you've submitted to them, these are the more popular ones. Go ahead and choose do follow, because those will be search engine friendly, so they'll help build a backlink. And then go ahead and submit to those, like Mr. Wong, that's a great one. And to get to those sites, you just click on that little logo, any of their logos. It will take you right into their websites. Set up the accounts just like I showed you, and then you submit the links just like I showed you. Just make sure the keywords is your product specific, very product specific. It's extremely important that you do that. And that's what the focus is. And that's going to help you generate more exposure, more backlinks, and possibly get your site ranked higher and indexed in the search engine, so you can start getting more traffic for the system and start making money. So we'll go on to another promotional strategy that you can start using right away as well.